Uh, oh, happy holidays. I know, right? I got a lot of parts up, a lot of parts up around the holidays. So I was thinking about just doing this to talk about what some of them are, what some of yours might be, and I'd love to hear from you about what's coming up for you. So, one is, and this is particular to where I live, and I also want to recognize, when I lived in the US, this was not a problem, but where I live in San Miguel de Allende, there's so much going on. There are so many events that I really have to balance, like my really kind of shy, introverted parts with my social butterfly parts, and like have a conversation with both of them about, how many things we want to do, because potentially we could do several things every single day. Um, don't want to get any of your jealous parts up. It's a pretty nice place to live in some ways, in many ways, including that one. So with that is one of my anxieties going forward into the holiday season of like, oh my God, I don't want to get burned out. I don't want to be at an event and suddenly realize I don't want to be there, and I don't want to be staying home having FOMO. And so those are is one of my big polarizations going on. One I'm glad I don't really have to deal with, but I was thinking about this when I was listening to a podcast on unburdened eating, that I had to deal with this more when my mother, may she rest in peace, was still alive. But that whole, like, when you haven't seen relatives for a while, and that, I don't know, checking out your body thing. Have you gained weight? Is there going to be a comment? Will there be no comment? Will there be some kind of appraisal? That whole thing, I am so glad I am not dealing with this holiday season, since I'm just staying home and seeing people I usually see. Um, so that, I know, is an issue for a lot of people when you think about the holidays. Weight, clothing. I still have the clothing one. I just saw a party invite that said, wear festive holiday attire. And I had a little part going, oh no, I don't have any. This is it. And what else? The other one I was just thinking about, just how many people I know who are in some form of estrangement, maybe with family and friends. And so one thing holidays can really bring up is kind of like if you're not in touch with someone now, and memories of like previous holidays when you were in touch with them, like that can be painful, and just really tending to all of the parts that you might have coming up around that sadness. Could be anger, could be relief too, right? But at the same time, like, the holidays always give us this marker of like who was with us the last holiday season and who isn't with us now. Oof. Hi, I'm back. Take a little break there. A day has passed. I had to go be with that part. I had this, whew, as I just started talking about thinking about the holidays and people you're not going to see this year, either because they're dead or you're estranged. It's had a real upsurge of grief there. And that part's were embarrassed too, where I'm like, oh my God, you got to cut that out of your video. And then other parts, maybe a part that's not a part that was like, no, this is part of your process. And I also, it kind of comes full circle to my talking to my hands at the beginning of the video, right? Because this is part of my concern about, I'm just busy, busy, busy all the time. There won't be space for all the feels of the holiday season. Wishing you so much love wherever you are. Happy holidays.